Merhaba arkadaşlar, Assassin's Creed 3'te hikayede kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Evet, en son ana görev, şuraya bir gidelim. En son babamızı görmüştük. O bizi görmedi ama daha sonra da bizi gördü ama Allah bizi tanımadığı için düşman belledi, bizi öldürmeye kalktı ve bunun gibi askerlerden kaçarken oyunu bitirmiştik. Tamam. Alsana silahı. Bana ne yapıyor lan? Hareket mi yaptı? Nereye uçsak? Bu yana mı uçsak? Bu yana uçalım çünkü şu tarafa gideceğiz. Hop. Lan oraya değil lan.
Over here, over here.
Geldim.
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, was it? I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams, at your service. Achilles asked me to get you out of Boston.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Oh yay, oh yay! A criminal stalks the streets, wanted in connection with the massacre at the townhouse. Citizens are advised to call the guards if they see him. £10 to whoever brings this madman.
What am I supposed to do?
You can take down these posters for a start. Return to me once you remove the others. Take down those posters and then we'll talk.
Kaç tane toplayacağız? Şimdi birilerine gözükmeden ilerleyelim. Lan gördüler mi beni? Yok. Allah! Oğlum beni nereden gördünüz siz? Bir ateş ederseler yandım. Bitmedi mi ya? Hayır. Lan öleceğim. Heh, tamam gel şimdi. Biri gitti.
But we now suspect a man of native origin. Many speculate as to why he acted. A show of solidarity with the protesters?
Nerede lan bu?
Circle to the left.
God, please keep me safe. Bloody!
Time to get back to Mumsy. But we now suspect a man of native.
Lan
Many speculate as to why he acted.
ya
A show of solidarity with the protesters?
Ah, Connor. There you are. I'd like you to meet Cyrus.
Is he the killer?
Peace. Cyrus is on our side, or rather, for the right price, he will be.
Have you seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oh yay, oh yay! Word has reached us that the man responsible for today's shooting may have been in disguise. A wig and makeup tin were found near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of pale complexion fleeing towards the wharves, rifle in arm.
Thank you kindly, Cyrus.
Pleasure.
Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
Where are we going?
Yeşil Ejderha meyhanesine kadar
Where do you think all
Sam
those
Adams'a
posters
eşlik
came
et.
from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down.
Tamam hadi git.
If he seeks trouble, the watch will give it to him. Let's say he tries.
Bearing arms will attract the guard's attention.
The watch will appreciate such bravado.
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them under the city. They're quite useful when speed and secrecy are required.
Neredeymiş bu tüneller?
We'll get a lecture from the watch-bearing army.
Tünel diyor da nerede tünel?
What could induce that sort of capering?
Boş ver ya, ben tünelleri sonra da öğrenirim. İçeri giremiyorum.
Think a little eye.
Üf lan, aşağı kadar. İyi bir şey olmadı. Gelsin.
Here we are, then. I'll see you inside. Hold on.
hemen yeraltı boyunca eşlik edelim.
Use your lantern to light the lamps, Connor. They'll help us find our way should we get turned around.
I wonder why they built these tunnels.
I can't help but feel this is the wrong direction.
Biliyorum doğru değil ama sadece bakmak için. Adamlar yapmış o kadar. Bakalım değil mi?
Excellent. Let us move on. We've walked too long. This isn't right.
Biliyorum bu yol doğru olmayabilir ama görmek istiyorum buraları. Hakikaten bayağı da yapmışlar. Ya buradan geçemiyoruz. Yol var. Niye çömelmiyor lan? Hah. Gelsin. Bak bu yana gitmek istiyorum ben. Gidemiyorum onun yüzünden. Bir de neresiydi? Yani benim buralara bakabilmem lazım. Madem bakamayacağım niye yaptınız? Buraya muhtemelen bir daha girmeyeceğiz. Buradan mı gideceğiz? Tamam gidelim.
Much as it pains me to say it, we must follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit.
O ses neydi?
This seems wrong. We should try another way.
Ya biliyorum. Ama bakmak istiyorum. Evet çıkışa geldik.
Well, well. You were right. I apologize for ever doubting. No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you. Ours. I don't suppose lockpicking is part of your repertoire?
O kadar emin olma. Farelik açısını bulmak için... Dur lan. Fareyi gerginlik açısını bulmak ve tutmak için sağ ve sol oynat. Hadi. Hadi be. Ha. Hah, oldu.
Well done. The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Sam Adams ile buluşalım. Aa, bir dakika lan. Sam Adams içeride mi? Yo. Şurada bir senkronizasyon noktası var ama onu şimdilik geçeyim. Çabuk. Ya ulan sizden uğraşacağım ya. Var mı başka?
You ask a great deal of me, Sam.
I know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, if it wasn't vital.
Fine. Just this once, though. In the future, such things will come at a price. Resetting the type is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost should I be discovered.
I shall not forget this kindness.
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety erased. Come, I'll show you how to leave now that order's been restored. Oh, now you've had a chance to see how it all works. Untoward actions will upset the citizens and inevitably lead to the guards being called. Depending on the severity of your transgression, they may simply search a bit before giving up and returning to their posts. But should you offend them severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuits. I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters, bribe town criers, or visit a printer to create your own propaganda.
This feels wrong. Why not just speak to someone and explain my innocence?
You can't be serious.
We counter one lie with another. Words on paper instantly taken as truth, and all of it without question.
They loosed this beast, or have you forgotten? I merely helped you tame and turn it round.
There must be another way. Something more honest.
Well, when you find it, do let me know. But until then, we sculpt with the clay we have.
My apologies. I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
Quite all right. I was much the same at your age. You'll grow out of it.
And if I do not? If I refuse?
Then you'll likely wind up dead.
Ne yapacağız şimdi? Evet, bu abi hem ters gidiyor hem de arabası yok. Bu nasıl bir bug ya? Hatta yani ters biniyor ama herhalde Türkçe yamadan dolayıdır diye biliyorum. Yoksa bu kadar yıllık oyunun bu kadar buglarla dolu olması garip. Yeni oyunlara alıştık da.
Here we are. Speak with the harbor master and he'll see you home.
Thank you for everything, Sam. I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Like this.
Nerede gitti bu adam? Şu mu? Gidiyor mu lan? Zaten şu anda bir yere gitmeyeceğiz. Buradaki görevlerimiz bitmemiş. Bir dakika lan. Görev nerede? İlerideymiş. Şu ne? Şurada bir dövüş mü var?
Think you're meaner than goose grease, do you? I'm organising an attorney for lads like you. But it's not open to just anyone. Got to prove yourself first. Here's a list of names. Beat each of these brutes and you'll get your spot. Then we'll see how tough you really are.
Şu anlık bunu yapmayacağım. Ben terse mi gidiyorum? Burada bir yerde para mı var? Ha, şunda mı? Satacak bir şeyimiz yok mu? Lan demin çal diye bir şey çıktı ya. Pardon. Abi nereye gideceğiz buradan? Yakınlaşıyorum, bir şey olmuyor.
Such unseemly haste.
Buralara kadar geleceğiz mi acaba? Haritada olduğuna göre. Zaten buradaydık. Buraya mı geldik sadece? Tamam tamam, doğru yere gidiyoruz. Keşke bir at olsaydı ya. Ha, oraya hızlı seyahat yok mu ya?
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man full grown who spent decades
Doğru lan,
honing his
biz
skills.
Boston'a bununla
If you're
gitmiştik.
going to stand a
Beni orada
chance
bırakmış bak.
against the Templars,
Şerefsiz.
you're going to need these. Go on before I change my mind.
Sanırım asıl kıyafetlerimizi giyeceğiz. Bu da Hit and Blade için herhalde. O kim lan? Kavga meydan o değil lan. Bizi bıçakla bir ayı öldür. Ne yapacağız lan bu adamı? Bekle.
You, sir, please, help! He's going to die! There's no time! Please come!
Godfrey'i takip et. Biraz yavaş ol be.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge!
Şelaleye düşmeden deriye yetiş. Allah. Yürüyün lan. Öleceğim bu sefer öleceğim. Ya dokunma diyor. Mecbur dokunacağız. Düşecek.
What this knobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who you calling a knobend?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Tamam. Çiftlik evini geliştirelim o zaman. Burada ne var?
Morning, Corner.
Neyse, nerede o görevler? Lan ne yapıyorsunuz?
What in God's name is going on around here?
Lan. Hop. Bekleyin. Hayır. Öleceğim lan. Hayır. O son hamleyi yapmayacaktım. Niye öldüremedik ya? Hayda ulan. Ha, en azından birazcık daha yakındayız. Yukarıdan ne yapıyorsun lan? Eyvah. O ne lan?
What in God's name is going on around here? You're mine!
Lan demin 3 kişiydi. Ne oldu lan? Bir şey yapmadım ben. Bekleyin. Demin 2 kişi atmışlardı. 3 kişiydiler. Şimdi bir kişi atılmış ama onlar 4 kişiydi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that. Have a good one, Connor.
Şimdi o görev nerede, o görevlerden? Buraya mı gideceğiz şimdi? Bir dakika, şuraya hızlı seyahat yapabiliyoruz. Ya illa hızlı seyahat için enter'a mı basmamız lazım ya?
Go away!
Say, go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
Bakalım oraya seyahat noktamız var mı? Yok mu lan burada seyahat noktası? Neyse. Şunun içinde bir şeyler var mıdır? Bir bakalım, belki değerli bir eşya falan vardır. Bunu boşuna buraya koymazlar herhalde. Herhalde yok. Şuradan. Lan nereden çıkacağız? Hah, buradan tırmanabiliyoruz. Zaten yeşil yeşil de belirtmişler. Bak buraya yeşillik koymuşlar, çıkamıyoruz buradan.
There you are. I've something to show you.
Lan bu adam
Come,
demin
take a look.
başka tarafta değil miydi?
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Satın al. Paramız yok ki, nasıl satın alacağız? Ha, geri çıkmıyor. Niye çıkmıyor lan bu? Ha, paramız yok işte. Alamıyoruz. Buradan niye çıkamıyorum ya? Allah Allah. Bir şeyler yaptık ama ne yaptık anlamadım valla.
Time passed quickly after that.
6 ay
My
sonra.
days a blur of study, training, and
Bu
work.
gemi demin batıktı, bak
What
tekrar
little
ayağa
free
kalkmış.
time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to
Sanırım
confront them, to put an end to their
kıyafetimiz
schemes,
değişecekti değil mi?
to
Değişmedi.
ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too
Oh.
soon,
At çağırabiliyoruz mu?
that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time I mastered them as well. Days became months, months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Ha, demin oraya seyahat edebiliyorduk. Niye şimdi edemiyoruz? Vay be, bayağı bir şeyler yapılmış.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale, near a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. Haul in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be!
Doğu kıyısı 1773.
Come on, lad. No time like the present.
Dümeni al. Tamam.
Unfurl the tackle on the mainstay!
Come on, she won't bite. You're connected to an half sail. Yeah, killer flies
Nereye
again.
gideceğim?
Do you feel it, lad?
Bir dakika. Haritada gösteriyor mu nereye gideceğim?
Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find
Ha,
our guns and officers
sol
there.
tarafa gideceğiz. Hiçbir
She's a
hasar
nimble
almayacağım.
vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. The firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like. No sail! Try her at full sail. Full sail! Bend them all, full sail! Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage. Rein her in to half sail. Half sail! No sail! No sail, haul in everything. Roll out half sail. Haul into half sail. Full sail. We need every knot. Full sail.
Tamam, rüzgar bitti herhalde.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Sıkıntı yok, ben böyle giderim. Geniş açıdan göremiyoruz mu ya?
Mind those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep you right of way.
Aa, bu yana gemi geliyor. Ama ben soldan gideceğim.
Ease her up. Slow her down to half sail. Full sail. Unfurl everything. Full sail.
İnşallah hasar almamıştır. Demin bir sallandı. İskeleye sabitle.
Cottages. We're close.
To half sail!
Haul in to half sail! No sail!
Full stop!
Full stop, no set. Drop anchor. We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
İyi, hiçbir hasar almadan tamamladık.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show.
The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, whoa, whoa, not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Dümeni al. Yine dümeni alacağız. Ne yapacağız?
She's caught a nice line. End of a day for a sail.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a
Az bir şeye
suitable target to
döndürdüm.
show you how they
Kendi
work.
kendine ne kadar dönüyor
We've
bak.
fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Ease her up! Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring her around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Enkazın gerisine doğru ateş et.
Reload those ladies!
Ready when you are, sir.
Well
Ah,
done,
buraya.
boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Bir tanesi boşa gitti.
You missed. Best bring her round again.
Kaçırdın mı? Hah, tam isabet.
Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky. Ready! And fire!
Tam isabet.
This baby jumps, movie! Never gets old! Not bad for a spud, Captain. You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Bring her to half sail, man.
Half sail, men. Gunboats are about! Why is he shooting
Eyvah düşmanlar.
Make ready, boys! Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the
Tam
bastard!
isabet ama onları öldüremedik.
Use the swivels on him, Captain!
Aa bunları mı yok edeceğiz şimdi ya?
I need less! Half sail! Fire! Tis not possible! Fire swivel!
Geliyor.
English frigate! I'll be betwattled, another one.
Oo bu biraz büyük herhalde.
Where did she come from? All hands down! Stop her cold! Bind up those sails! No sail! Fire swivel!
Biraz uzakta kalıyor.
Give me half sail now! Sail! Make ready, boys! Incoming! Fire! Still loading! On my mark! And fire! Damage report! Fire! I need the damage report! Double time!
Hayır.
And fire! We're still reloading! Give me the word! Fire! Fire swivel, sir!
Dönemiyorum ki.
Fall into half sail! Damage report! Fire! Ready! Just a few more seconds! The whole street! We're taking fire!
Kaybettik.
Frigate! I'll be betwattled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from? Fire! Take cover! Wait for it! Full sail! Give me everything! Full sail! And fire! Fire swivel! Ready out to fire! Reload those ladies! That wind's blowing us
Ya onlar da dönüyor. Biz de dönüyoruz. Lan karaya vuracağız. Bak şöyle dibimize gelsin.
Damage report, officer.
Down, Captain! No, go, stop! And fire!
Shot incoming!
Uzaklaşınca canımız yükselmiyor mu ya?
Stand tall, man! And fire! Saving jump, movement! Ready when you are, sir! Fire!
Now we best be getting back, or the old man'll have my guts for garters. We need...
Zor yol. Bunu da tamamladık.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship. Could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
3 weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
3 hafta mı oldu lan? Ben bir gün falan zannediyorum.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Sanırım bu sefer bu kıyafeti giyeceğiz.
Put them on.
Evet, şimdi gerçek bir assassins olduk.
Once upon a time we had a ceremony on
Bir de
such
şapkamızı takarsak.
occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Beşinci diziyi de tamamladık. Güzel.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above? Can you hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal. Just a heads up, there's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
700'lü yıllardan modern dünyaya döndük. Kısa bir süreliğine de olsa. Atla bakalım. Nereden çıkacağım lan ben şimdi? Aha buradan. Tamam bulduk. Atla şuraya. Hop. Bayağı da hızlı. Tam bir asist gibi. Hop. Buradan oraya değil lan. Şuraya işte. Aşağıda bir boşluk var mı? Geç orayı. Çıkışı bulduk. Vay burası nere lan böyle?
Fuck you.
Aşağı düşebilir miyiz? Hadi la. Başım döndü ya. Evet. Hayır. Hayır. Böyle fotoğraf modu olsaydı var güzel fotoğraf çekilirdi. O aşağıda trafik falan işliyor. Allah. İyi düşmüyoruz ha. Bakalım oradan oraya atladı la.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side,
Vay be şuraya bak.
that means you're effectively
Gidemesek de
Shut up, Sean.
Gidemesek de etrafı görebiliyoruz. Bakayım şöyle manzaraya. Vay be. Bu kadar yüksekliğe yine ses geliyor. Nereye gideceğiz buradan?
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Nerede lan bu ışıklı vinç? Bu ha bu.
Sean!
Joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Işıklı vince nasıl ulaşacağız? Ha, buradan ulaşabiliriz. Tamam, şuradan.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Atlayacağım. Tam onun dediğinde açacağım ha.
Now, open your chute.
Aç lan aç.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter. Oh!
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Evet, yine ne yapacağız? Buraya mı gireceğiz? Ne yapacağız? Söylesene. Ha.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. It'd be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Evet.
So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. Well, I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One...
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
Doğru yere gidiyoruz mu? Kaydettiğine göre doğru yere gidiyoruz.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Herhalde buradan devam edeceğiz. Lan bir şey de söyleyeyim.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Şimdi ilerleyelim. Bu niye burada bekliyor?
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Aşağıda kapı açıldı. Bir daha aşağı mı ineceğiz? Atlayayım şuradan, ne olur ki? Atla lan, atla, bir şey olmaz. Kısa yoldan. Ne yapacağız?
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
Kapı nerede
We
açıldı?
are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Ha, burada açılmış.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Ayağa kaldık. Durmuyordu normalde. Ya adım başı bir şey çıkıyor.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking. And instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, safe for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
I'm tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports
Evet,
them?
dizi 6
And
başlayacak.
what conspiracies
Kana.
have they already spun?
Spare a moment.
All these things I must
Of course.
determine.
Have a
For
look.
only by knowing my enemy can I hope
What
to
is it?
stop them.
Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans.
Sanırım birkaç yaş daha büyümüşüz. Böyle görünüyoruz.
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo.
Yes, my friend.
What brings you here? Is the village all right?
Aa, bu küçükken
now.
What do you
beraber
mean? What has happened?
Men
avlanmayı
came,
falan
claiming we had to
öğrenmiştik.
leave. They said that the land was being
Vay be.
sold and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse.
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He is called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Kana, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Kaptan Kidd'in hazinesi. Ile hadi be tam okuyordum neyse. Evet, bu bölümde sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Bir dahaki bölümde kaldığımız yerden devam ederiz. Birazcık uzun bir bölüm olabilir. Şimdilik görüşmek üzere diyelim.